What's up, viewers? This is Eddie67716, and I'm going to show you how to survive your first night in Minecraft. Now, to create a new world, you just press the Create New World button, and then you can type in the name of your world. It's Toots. And then for game mode, you can choose Survival, and Hardcore, which is like Survival, only when you die, it's game over, and Creative, where you can build anything of your desire. But I'm going to show you Survival mode. After you press Create New World, you will spawn in a random biome. It could be a plain lands, it could be a desert, and if you're very unlucky, you might spawn on an island. And the controls for Minecraft, sometimes they'll take a little while to get used to, but they are pretty simple once you get around them. The controls are W for walk, A for left, D for right, S for backwards, and you press E to open your inventory, which you'll have armor slots, crafting slots, shoot slots, inventory slots, and your hotbar slots, which you can navigate by using the scroll wheel or your finger if you have a Mac. Another thing you can do is run, which you can press Ctrl plus W, or double tapping W, and Shift allows you to sneak, and when you go to the edge of a block, you won't fall. Anyway, to start your world, you have to collect wood, which you do by punching a tree. To do that, all you have to do is press and hold the left mouse button. You can chop down a tree. Anyway, the guy who built Minecraft, called Notch, he built it thinking it wasn't going to be that good a game, but in the end, this game is very powerful. I mean, very popular, and well, you can say it's powerful, but it was very popular, so he continued developing it, and then once he finished beta mode, he handed it over to Jeb, and he continued from there. Okay? So now that you got wood, you can build some basic tools. Get your wood and left click it into your crafting slots, and then shift plus left click to turn all your wood into planks. Now to make a crafting table, press and hold right click and drag the wood to every square, then you can shift and left click to get the crafting table. You can place a crafting table, and then to build some tools you're going to need sticks, which is made by a column of planks, and then you can shift left click to get them out. Now to make a pickaxe, you basically have to recreate its shape with a stick above the bottom stick, and then a row of planks above it. A saw being one of the most important materials you create by a stick at the bottom and a column of wooden planks at the top. To make an axe, you put 2 sticks and then wooden planks in this pattern, just like in an axe, and a shovel being one of the easiest, just 2 sticks and then a plank above it. Okay, now that you've got basic tools, the next thing you're going to need to focus on is food. Now to collect food, you can kill cows, pigs, chooks, which is Australian for chicken by the way, and cows. I think I said cows, well sheep. But to kill pigs, you have to use sword striking, which you left click, and when the little loading bar below the cursor reloads, you can strike again. If you don't strike when it's fully loaded, you only take a little amount of damage. And you can continue doing this to your pigs, because as I say, I'm bringing home the bacon. And as you can see, my food bar is getting low. You need food to keep that full, and if your food bar isn't high enough, if it's below 1 mutton, you won't regenerate your health. Although, if it gets to 3 muttons, you can't run, and if it gets to no muttons, you start losing health until you're down to 1 heart. And to swim, you just press the space bar. Okay, now that I've got enough meat, I can build a furnace. To build a furnace, you're gonna need stone. Which in this case, I'm gonna have to... Oh, there's a cave system. You can find stone by digging down a little bit, or by going to cave systems. But I found a cave system, so I'll get some stone in this cave system. You need at least 8 pieces of stone, and when you mine stone, you get a block called cobblestone, as we Aussies say, cobble. Okay, that's enough for a furnace. And to build a furnace, you have to go into your crafting table, shift right click and drag it to the outer squares, and then you've got yourself a furnace. There are a few ways to power a furnace. Coal is the best way, but you can use wood and most plant matter. But I'm going to show you how to make it with charcoal. To get charcoal, you need wood, and you need something to power the furnace with, and I'll power it with planks. And I'll show you how to use a furnace later on. Okay, to use a furnace, all you have to do is put the things you want to smelt in the top. Well, this is the smelting thing. Anything you put in here will be smelted into a different item. The bottom one is the fueling slot. Anything you want to fuel, you put down here. And you can turn wood logs into charcoal, but you can't turn planks into charcoal. I think I just had a bug. Anyway, once you got charcoal, you can use it to make torches. But I'm going to show you that after this is all smelted. Now that all my charcoal is smelted, I'm going to cook my meat. One charcoal will cook 8 items. While that's cooking, I'm going to make some torches. Torches light up your world to stop monsters spawning. And to make torches, you need a stick at the bottom and charcoal or coal at the top. But now that that's done, I'm going to build a shelter and a bed. But first I'm going to eat. To eat, put food into your highlighted slot and hold right click to eat, and it will fill up your hunger bar. And when it's completely full, you can regenerate things. Okay, now I'm going to look for some sheep, because you need sheep to make a bed. If you don't have sheep around, you can make a bed. But in this case, I was lucky enough to find sheep. After this, I'm going to make a shelter. There are lots of resources you can get a hold in Minecraft. Most of them you find while mining. Iron is good for making tools and for making some other valuable things, and diamond is very rare, but it can make the most powerful armor and swords in the game. But I'm going to show you a little bit about shelter construction. Now, to make a shelter, you need some wood, cobblestone, or another resource like that. I'll just collect some of those resources, and then I'll come back later. I built this, the beginning of my shelter, by just getting wooden planks and then stacking them up like this. You can continue doing this until you have, like, a whole rectangle, and then you leave a gap for a door. Okay, then you can light up your house by placing torches inside. And I'll just finish this off and collect a little bit more wood. When you chop down trees, you'll notice you get these little plants called saplings, and they are just to grow more trees. All you have to do is plant them, and they will eventually turn into a tree. And now you can see the sun is coming down, which means you don't have much time before night time. And in nighttime, it's when the monsters spawn. So before night, you build a door by placing 2 columns of planks next to each other to make a door. And to make a bed, you can make a row of wooden planks at the bottom, and then in the middle, a row of wooden planks, of wool. And then you have a bed. You can place a bed, and then place a door, and this is a basic shelter. Even if you didn't have a bed, you could still stay in the shelter for the rest of the night. Anyway, the monsters are coming, and I've already heard a zombie, so you have to get in bed before monsters start spawning too close to your house. Nighty night. Anyway, that's past the night. And you might find some extra monsters around. but sometimes you won't. Anyway, this is the end of my tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see a little more from me, maybe you could subscribe only if you want to. Anyway, goodbye.